Oi! Welcome back to some more Duke Nukem 2, eh? Going back. Dealt with the earthquake last time. And now we're going to deal with the Terminatus. The Terminatus. The Terminatus. It's the disease of death. Yes. It's some kind of construction site or something or other. It's hard for me to describe when it comes to sci-fi because it's fantastical and amazing and violent, you know. Immediately hold on to your pants because there's 4 of them, not just 3. That's the spoiler of today. Actually, another spoiler is that the background will change. How, you ask? That I won't spoil. So there. Can I really spoil a, 30-year-old game? So to speak? 25, 30-year-old? Not really. I don't think of it like that way anymore. Only when it's not a story spoiler, but then again, if you're watching this kind of thing, you should know. We got fans. They blow you up. We got those little droid things. There's one that generates them. And you gotta watch out for it. Also, I think there's a right gelatin in this level that's high up above that I'm gonna have to work around. Because I need the key, and he's gonna be up there throwing shit while I can't actually hit him. Unless I had the laser. That's probably would have been wise. Especially for these guys on the fucking floor. That's not cool. Why are you here? Just to suffer? Ouch. That hit me in my groin crotch. What? That didn't have anything in it. Oh, not cool, brother. Rapid fire is disabled. I'm sure it did have something in lower difficulties. You know what? That's probably what it was. So I'm just seeing a whole lot of nothing right there. Arg! Count them. Bum, bum, bum. The music is looping. Bum, bum, bum. The music loops a lot. That's the kind of game that it is. Oh, so a little pet peeve of mine when I'm listening to soundtracks on YouTube is where they mildly diminish at the end instead of letting me loop them easier. You know, when a song finishes, it fades to black, gets quieter and quieter until it's over. I'd rather just have it end at the same level of volume so it can loop with the start of the song. Right? That'd be better. I understand why it happens in the radio or in albums, but when I just want to listen to the same thing over and over, I should be allowed to get that version right. That's why I thank the people who make those extended remixes to deal with just exactly that. So thank you. You are some of the unsung heroes of YouTube that I enjoy. That and... who else are some unsung YouTube things I go around and do? I sure do like the people who put stuff on Moby Games because that helped some of my research, actually. So thank you, Moby Games. Not to say you're perfect. You're not, but who is? Yeah, I was thinking maybe I could shoot that guy with my rockets. No, but I have to go over here for the key. It's necessary. As you can see by the exit, I need a computer card also. So we're going to have to go for that. Somewhere. But I have to go through that way anyway. Oh, okay. We're going to get a hint that should tell you where the computer card is. So... be on the lookout in this random construction site under construction with conveyors. Yeah, this outside area again reminds me of a command. They're not command. Cosmos Cosmic Adventure-like background. It's just that kind of thing, you know. You can just see the art style. It's static and it scrolls and it's not really quite parallax, but it's okay because it looks cool. Oh, we got some smackers. They they remind me of the smacker. I don't know what you call them, but they're like those things in Castlevania 1. They go from the ceiling and they hurt you, but they don't kill you instantly, thankfully. We have that to be thankful. There's not many opportunities for instant death. But, you know, if you have the choice between a little damage and instant death, take the little damage, no matter what. No matter what. There go my sunglasses, crunch. Damn it. Those are perfectly good sunglasses that I'm collecting in droves. But yes, there's a point by this game where you must realize that you should not take Duke Nukem seriously, and he's being vain for hilarious reasons. Alright, I have the key. Also, there's multiple elevator things, which I didn't immediately recognize. I'm just like, wait, where do I go? And I forgot all about it, because it blends right in, you know? I'm gonna go deal with this guy. Hang on a second. Duke, you have destroyed everything. Excellent. So yeah, the background has changed because I exploded everything. And now some ceiling elements should start falling too. But I think it was going to do that anyway. I just had to go through here to get there anyway. So, you know, a little behind the scenes action there. Yep, just crouch in front of him and you're safe. I'm not sure he would have taken the time to hop there anyway. Oh, you little cocksucker. Come here, you. Also crouch there too, I guess, in case he jumps, because he doesn't fire projectiles. He just jumps like a damn maniac. Boingity boingity, he says. Oh. See that blue box I'm purposely avoiding? It has the M in it. So I'm going to have to come back around for it after I get the K and E. Well, yeah. Oh, also something I need to remember. You can climb on the chains, dude. Don't forget. Become one with the chain gang. Hang on. Hint. The access card is at the top left of the map. That's it. That's your hint. Because by this point, you should have already seen where the exit is. Boop. Another elevator. Boop. Let's go get some stuff around and look for conveyors that convey the meaning of language. Oh, that's a nice effect. We have boxes going in my little factory thing. Actually, how is this still running? Presumably there's a power source, or it's just kind of automatic, like, maybe there's hamster wheels? Space hamster wheels! Haha! Okay. Bomb. This is the Toxic Barrel. I'm just reminded of random username Toxic Barrel. Thank you for being random. I want to meet the people who do DOS box online, because those kinds of people are few and far between. I'd probably have to join some random Discord or something. Oh, how did I not die from that? It's a miracle. And it has an elevator in it. Let's take it. Well, climbing on the chains there would have been useless anyway if I could. Alright, blow that up. Get some soda. Blow this up. Get an explosion. Unless you like drinking explosions. I think the explosion might have reached over into the floating platform if you aligned it exactly with the ground. So don't do that when that's happening. Live from Rigel, it's Saturday night! Starring Chris Kattan, Tim Meadows, the other people, and Keenan from Nickelodeon, because Viacom owns companies, obviously. Haha! Random celebrity guest starring that you won't like 20 years down the line, because it turns out they weren't a pretty good guy at all. Oh, tonight. The future is hell. No, the future is we just see a lot more things that we should, because hindsight. But, you know. Oh well. You live and learn, and then you don't get diapers. Save that thought. I'm just gonna leave now. I got my M, and I'm in a pretty good position. But if you want to explore with a level, be my guest. That's what it's there for. I think I made that same kind of thing happen in Duke Nukem 1 where I didn't quite get everything, but yeah, I got what I set out for. That's what matters. Up next, what is this place? Well, there's lava in it. I feel like it's like a big boiler room in the caves. So, you know, this is probably where the fuel comes from or something. But yeah, it just makes me think it's a big boiler room. It's also a little amazing. It's not so much a maze as it is you need to figure out where you can jump on and where you can grab onto. Now you can also perfectly jump over the lava pits, which, by the way, I think they might be insta-death. I didn't want to find out, though. Also, you can climb on those. Those are ladders. It may not look like it, but they are. And we got some gears. And you know what? I think I've heard the sound font in the Vinyl DOS game, by the way. You should know by this one instrument goes... or something. I don't hear it yet. But you will. Ah, blow his ass. Okay, you can't get through there yet. And there's a hint that explains why. But yeah, that might be instant death. Don't touch it. Yet. You will see. Because I think this mechanic comes up like once per episode, possibly. But it's just one of those things. Come back later. The thing is, now I know how to deal with it. The answer was actually closer than I thought at first. I thought I'd be like in a corner for it, but no, the answer is it's so simple, and I felt stupid afterwards. But it was fun walking around looking for junk. In fact, that's most of the time I play a good game, is looking around looking for junk even if nothing's happening. That's half the fun. You know, just like the old days, you know, just Pokemon Sample. Oh, that's right. I said lasers beams. That's all well and good, but where do I put this hint globe, baby? Also, do I need a notification every time I get that? I feel like once I've done it once, I should know by now. Or at least once per session. Because there was a hint globe last level, so why did it tell me again? Oh well. That's not really a fault. That's not really something I should complain about. That's just more like, you know, ironing out the details that I don't need to do a lot. Apparently, I'm budding grammar Nazi. That's not good, man. I've gotten used to it. I still like to correct people on how to say stuff, but you know, I found that. Oh, hint: find the cloaking device. The key is inside the power room. The door is at the top right of the map. The door being the exit or something. Anyway, yeah, the invisibility/invincibility cloaking device thing will allow you to go through that force field. It also destroys it in the process, thankfully, so you don't have to worry about that. Also, once you find it, it respawns. So in case you don't actually beat the level with it, or do what you need to do, it'll come back. You won't get soft locked. Thank you, designers, for making that consideration. But yeah, I was saying, like, trying to be a whole grammar Nazi thing, but there are some things, oddly enough, where I think grammar could actually be better than what the established rules are, as long as some words to make it sound more logical. Because English needs to really rough around its edges. It's a lot of, like... Well, language evolution, a lot like regular evolution, leaves a bunch of junk stuff that we don't necessarily need that makes it more complicated for us. Kind of like how we have leftover organs that may not be totally necessary anymore. It's the same with communication and with other arts, sciences and arts, oddly enough. But yeah, just kind of develop on its own. And so I like to speak in ways that make sense, even if they don't seem like it. Just for my own convenience, or to try to see if people will adopt that practice. You might not have noticed some examples of that, except for when I'm trying to speak offhand, because I'm trying to fill the void. So don't take my live speech as accurate, but you know, if I'm trying to explain something, I'll use all these interjections as much as I want, baby. Or how about not starting a sentence with a preposition? Not while writing, but while speaking, sure, because it gets the point across. I think that's why I tell you not to do while writing, because of that. Because you don't have the tone from your words. So do it in speech, not in writing. And there's some things you can do in writing that you can't do in speech. Like, you know, homonyms. Or the stupid one, which is heteronyms. Green box is falling on my head. But that doesn't mean that I can get any more lasers. Let's admire the background. Where am I, man? Well, I think any plumbers may have died, because Bowser did the same thing and put lavas in all the pipes that he should have done in the first place, to prevent him from getting anywhere at all. Alien boiling room, because I bet... You know, they'd have to contain all this boiling, because otherwise, what do you think happens when you put a gelatin thing on fire? Also, the gelatin aliens do have protein. I mean, it is bones after all, which takes some fridge logic into consideration. Are they made of the bones of the dead? Oh god. It's terrible. Yes, gelatin is made from bones. Animal bones. Yes, really. That's why there's a little protein in it. It's exactly because of that. It's fucking freaky, but somehow it still tastes fine. So keep that in mind, vegetarian/vegans, when you're ordering gelatin for whatever reason, or just make your own. I don't know if you should have like substitute meat if you're just trying to fit in. It's kind of like an atheist that wants to have a church. No, the whole point is that you don't need to do that. Oh well. I guess imitation meat could be appealing, but I think the closer you get to imitation meat is when we start growing meat in the lab. Then I think you may have solved the vegetarian problem, where you can just create protein that fits all the enzymes that we need. Whereas if you're a vegetarian, you have to mix and match a lot of plants to get all the enzymes in. Which, if you're smart and you got a good memory of nutrition, yeah, sure, but that's not something everyone can do, even if they're trying to be conscious of what they're eating. How did we get this way? I don't know. It was something that's been on my mind sometimes. I think I even mentioned it once a few times on Twitter, but the thing is, some of that stuff goes way back. I don't know if all my Twitter posts are ever saved. And I think I started a Twitter account before and decided not to, but that turned out to not be a Twitter thing. That turned out to be a me and social media thing. I had things going on in my life I didn't want to address. Anyway, enough of that. I am Duke Nukem, and I nuke them with my Duke. Also, we don't have to worry about being Duke Nukum anymore. That's why I'm able to spell my surname now. That's awesome. Because it turns out the licensing thing for Captain Planet just never really happened. There was never enough trademarks for Captain Planet, and it never really made a comeback. In fact, the last time Captain Planet made a comeback was that Cartoon Network Smash Bros. Game that came out a while back. That's the last time I've seen Captain Planet show up in modern media. He really needs to come back, though, and talk about fracking and probably COVID, because I remember the one time there was an AIDS episode, so he'd probably talk about that, too. Modern Captain Planet entertainment. It's like edutainment mixed... Environmental edutainment, yeah. I guess that comes with certain expectations of what people think need to be done. Oh, it's brainwashing! No, it's just, it's telling you like it is. It's even if you thought they were lying, it's also fiction. So relax. You take the good with the bad, and then you get real glad that you're not mad. You got sad bags. I am looking for that thing that makes me cloaked. You won't believe where the answer is. It's over there. I'm right above the force field now. Yeah, I had to do all that just to find it, and I didn't think to look there, so the problem has now been solved. Let me demonstrate. Bam! Oh yeah, stupid thing, but I am invincible right now, so I can just go through everything. Also, the enemies don't notice me immediately either, so that's a nice touch. You know, until they start getting shot, then obviously they know something's going down. They're not that dumb. They're just... Yeah, I was going to shoot through them, but I ran out of laser already. See, he's moving around like something's happening, but he doesn't know where I am. Ah, a teleporter. I haven't seen you for a hot minute. Let's go take it. This is only the second time I've seen this a teleporter thing in a level. Huh. But also, these guys are easier to deal with. Well, you're invulnerable. Shit. They're like little drone sentry things. They're not too bad to dodge, but if they're at ground level, it's going to be a pain in the ass. So just kill them before they kill you, I say. There's our key, and now we can exit the level. Congrats! And yeah, I guess that's what the game perceives to be the power room. Fair enough. Why you have to take a portal into the bottom right is anyone's guess. Let me just take it again. I don't want to see me try going in the lava with it, but I just like picking it up a second time. In fact, if an opportunity to stay invulnerable, do so. It's like a fake god mode. And also, this cloaking device has a neat effect where it looks like I've been monochromized, inverted monochromized, like how I play some Game Boy games on my Super Game Boy, where I do this thing where, you have 4 colors, right? So whatever they normally say is the darkest one being black, I set to white, and then I set the other 3 to black, and it adds to the challenge. Example, try that in Kirby 2. It's actually a lot of fun. That seems like something I could do for a MISC or stream, so... If I can emulate the Super Game Boy, that'd be fucking amazing. I think there's some ways you can do it, but I don't know. The thing is, if I want to do that, I want to make the border stuff happen too, and that's something that has to commingle with people who develop Game Boys stuff and Super Nintendo stuff. And as we all know, emulator developers don't seem to get along, or rather, it's more program authors don't seem to get along because they're just doing their own thing, and they don't like answering questions that have nothing to do with their projects, even though they probably should. But what do I know? I'm not the Stack Overflow champion. Champion of Stack Overflows. Alright. Next time in Duke Nukem 2, we reach the penultimate level before the boss level of Episode 1. And it's even got that leaning towards the end music, even though this is just like... I don't know if the first episode was shareware. It might have been. I don't actually know. Never actually had the shareware of this. See you next time.